This man had to be crazy. He actually wanted to use a World War II plane that had crashed into a tree 50 years ago, now nothing more than a dilapidated wreck, to escape from this island, surrounded by the sea on all sides. The woman standing nearby thought she must have misheard. Pointing at the plane in disbelief, she said, "That thing would fall apart the moment you touch it. How could it possibly fly?" But the man's unwavering gaze shut down all her doubts, leaving her with no choice but to sigh in resignation, thinking how unlucky she was to be stuck here with this lunatic. And it got even more absurd. That night, no matter what she said, the man refused to go back to the shore to fish. He insisted on camping under that broken plane. Watching him nibble on bitter, astringent wild fruits, the woman even considered that she might rather be trapped on the island forever than endure this kind of misery. Finally, the next day arrived. The woman was still dreaming when a loud crash suddenly woke her. Terrified, she jumped up and saw that somehow the man had climbed into the tree and was using a flimsy little handsaw to remove the massive plane's pontoons. Seeing the fury on her face, he felt no guilt at all. Instead, he cheerfully said that it wouldn't be long before they could leave the island. Soon, the man tied the removed pontoons together with vines and began dragging them through the river, one step deep, one step shallow, planning to float them downriver to the sea. But the river was tricky. Before long, they ran into trouble. The channel narrowed abruptly, forming a fast, steep waterfall. The pontoons were too heavy to carry by hand, so they had to float them in the water. The man decided to split the pontoons in two and have himself and the woman each drag one over the high waterfall. This death-defying plan terrified the woman, but before she could protest, the man marched ahead, dragging his massive pontoon toward the waterfall. He pushed the pontoon with all his strength to the edge of the raging steep waterfall, but just as he was about to maneuver it, he slipped, and the heavy pontoon smashed onto his back. Struggling to get back up, the man watched helplessly as the heavy axe he'd brought began rolling. Flustered, he scrambled to adjust the direction, but in focusing on the pontoon, he forgot about his own safety. The binding strap around his neck tightened, and he toppled headfirst into the rushing waterfall, instantly swept over the cliff by the pontoon, crashing heavily into the water below. His fate was uncertain. The accident came so suddenly that the woman froze in terror, unsure of what to do. Luckily, the pool at the base of the waterfall was deep, and the man soon struggled to the surface.